Hello, friends. It is time we just admit the obvious, and that is we all love gear. I love to talk about it. I love to buy it. I love to research it. I love to look at it. I love to collect it. I just do, and I think you do too. A lot of people say, "Oh, well, it's not the gear. It's just," and that's true, but it's still kind of cool. We can just be honest about that. However, there are some pieces of gear that go beyond just a tool for me. Like they really, really mean something um, to me as a person. So today, I want to tell you the story about my favorite guitar. Hey, just a quick reminder that we are selling these Harbor Music t-shirts. The link is available in the description there. Every shirt sold, a portion of those proceeds are going directly to an independent artist. It's a really cool and fun campaign, and you can pick up some Harbor Music merch while you're at it. Thanks. So I started taking music pretty seriously when I was 19 years old and started my band. It was called Nick Buffano and the Innocents. Met Tyler a few years later. I told the full story in a previous video. If you want to check that out, please do so. But Tyler and I and the whole band had some beautiful memories, played some incredible shows, and it was just a really fun time of life. Tyler, at the time, was on the hunt for some guitar gear, and he showed me this reverb listing. It was for this old Telecaster. So a few weeks later, this guitar shows up in the mail, and Tyler played this guitar for most of that band. All the early recordings, all of our shows. This was kind of his main thing. We shot music videos with this. I mean, this was his kind of go-to. Now, I always had a love for this guitar. The double binding. It just felt awesome. And Tyler played the tar out of it. It started getting the old buckle rash on the back. And there's something special about old instruments. This one in particular, it's kind of like a hodgepodge. Like there's some serial numbers that date it to the early 60s. There's definitely a lot of newer parts on this as well. And then this has been refinished. I also took the pick guard off of it because I think that's pretty cool. But this guitar, kind of as I left the band and started to do my own thing, this guitar changed hands a few times. It was up in Chicago for a while and a few other places. When Tyler and I reconnected several years later, I was kind of on the hunt for a guitar. And I knew I wanted a Tele. So I was doing the usual things you do as a musician. I was on Marketplace, on Reverb, on Facebook. I mean, just anything I could, try and find a great deal for. And so Tyler kind of got wind that I was looking for a Telecaster. And, made a few remarks about it, but nothing, that gave me any suspicion. Well, that Christmas morning of 2020, I get a knock on my door, and it was Tyler. And he shows up, and he's got a box there, and I unbox it, and it's this guitar. And there's a whole backstory about how he got this guitar back, and but the point of that is just the gift to me was super cool. And this is like the type of guitar that I'm going to be like passing down to my kids, and it'll stay in our family. And so I think what's important for that to just mention is, one, like the generosity and love and just how cool it was for Tyler to gift me this guitar is something that will never leave me. That's why this is my favorite. I call this guitar Buddy. I don't know if you can see that or not, but the reason I do that is sort of an honor to Tyler, because him and his dad have had they used to call each other their buddies, and Tyler's father unfortunately passed away a few years ago, and so that's just my little way of always remembering that. But just it's so cool how something as important as a guitar and how beautiful these instruments can be, and just to share them with people you love. And this goes beyond, just a piece of gear for me. This is a story and a memory, and connects me to someone that I really, really love. So anyways, that's the story of my early 60s parts caster, kind of a hodgepodge of things. I love this thing, and you hear it all the time if you listen to any of the stuff I've produced. thank y'all so much for watching. I hope y'all have a great day. Please like and subscribe if you have not yet, and we'll see you in the next video.